Welcome to the BSAFE 24-hour challenge. What I'm doing is I'm going to talk you through the whole loop and where we're at. What I'm doing is I'm riding around in the festival grounds. This is going to be our headquarters for the event because there's public restrooms and it's pretty easy to get in and out. It's a bit like the Strada Bianca, the race in Italy. The sand is compact and rideable, and I just hope we don't get a lot of rain. But even so, it's still going to be easy to get in and out. I'm exiting now to start the loop. Looking for traffic, you'll notice it's a 2-lane on each side. I'm very happy to have that because it makes it easy for cars to pass us. Now the 24-hour challenge, I'm only able to do this because I've got a number of great sponsors on board to help build the infrastructure, and the first one to get on board was CCT Global Communications. This is their headquarters, so it's very appropriate that I'm doing a loop right around their building. And we're coming into the first roundabout right now. This is Bobby's roundabout. We have to yield as a group. We're going to be very conservative. We stay left in the BVI to drive on the 2-lane. It's kind of a moot point, but there are sides I like to ride on for various reasons. Coming around the roundabout and not much traffic Sunday morning. Saturday night, this is going to be the trickiest spot. I have to be very careful. Again, thank you CCC, Global Communications, for helping this project come to fruition. The other two major sponsors that are involved are BC Bank, sadly they're not on this group, and Caribbean Alliance Insurance Companies Limited and their agents, Caribbean Insurers. The BP Bank has just come on board to help with this event. Caribbean Alliance Insurance Company Limited and Caribbean Insurers have been on board since the very, very beginning of the BSAFE program. We're coming up on my van, and this is generally where I ride from. It's right next to the track, because a lot of times I'll mix in a little jogging. Yesterday there was a 10K that I finished, but that's my van, and on it you can also see Augier and PricewaterhouseCoopers and Burke's Garage. They've been involved in the program since the very beginning. There's the track. Now we'll get into the real business. In order to do this, the distance average 25K an hour. The main reason is for what we're seeing right ahead. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but a red light. We will have to stop for yellow as a group, or red if it turns yellow by the stop line. Now luckily I only have to slow down a bit, and that's the first one today that I only had to do that. I've been caught by temper already. As we go up it, I'm fighting a little bit of a headwind here. Now, I'm hoping the Christmas winds don't kick in November. Generally they won't. But I do have aero wheels, and one of the reasons I have twisted the arms of a few riders is I'm hoping I can hide behind them if it's really tough, especially those last 4 or 5 hours when we're getting close to the finish. This generally is an area where you can get in a zone and ride a bit. It's not very long, and you'll see coming up around that corner in the distance there is another light set up. That light is not on yet. They've been saying it was going to be switched on by now. My luck, it'll probably switch on the weekend of. Morning flag, not sure why it's at half-mast. Okay, we're going by a little district here. Burke's Garage is right in behind this building. One of the sponsors, year-long program. Here are the lights. Please stay off for another month. That road's not that busy, but you know, with one car, it'll stop you. We're coming into one of the major food suppliers and retailers. They're open every day. Thankfully not 24 hours. Right now, Sunday morning, around 9 o'clock, you can see the parking lot's not too full. This gas station can get fairly busy, and it's more just to make sure to keep my head up, especially at the nighttime. Yeah, it's 9:05. This just don't think about the fact that you're going to go straight and go left. There's a backhoe for, well, it's actually an excavator, but Ava, my daughter, calls them backhoes. A little tribute to her. Now we're in a nice area, very brief, but I know no cars are coming out of anywhere because these places are all closed. Doesn't mean you can daydream. As we come up to this big C-grade tree, you see that car has exited if the camera picks it up. We're right around here is where I drift over. I'm giving a right-hand signal, drifting over as a group. Hopefully we'll be able to come over cohesively as a unit. Because why we're coming up to the next roundabout, the end of the loop, or the end of as far east as I go, and this is the roundabout, Port Purcell roundabout that my Rotary Club, the Rotary Club of Tortola, adopted a few years ago. We did the rock wall. The plants are supposed to be the Rotary symbol, the purple and the yellow, purple being the best we could do for blue. Warehouse district, where, oh, there's another rider coming up. We have to stay together as a group. This is the fun part for me, because I can up my average with very little effort. Essentially, I'm now benefiting from the tailwind, and most of the lap I'll spend probably in a 39.15. Here I can bump it up a little bit to 39.13 maybe, and just walk it over. Keep my legs loose, maybe slow them down if they need to relax a bit that way. Not sure what's going to happen after, well, my ego says after 16 hours, but the fact that I haven't been on a bike for more than 4 hours in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm relying a lot on muscle memory. 30 years of riding in one position, well, not 30 years, but a good 20 years in the same position. I'm hoping that after 18 hours, the message being sent to my legs will be relying on muscle memory. It's going to be an interesting experiment. We're coming up. The one slight rise in the whole flat course is right there. Nothing to really worry about, but who knows after 20 hours. Here are the lights that are off. Please stay off for the rest of the ride till November 14th. Had no problem. I should have actually asked the Minister of Communication and Works if he could have done that, but we have elections coming up too. So, and that election's happening on the 7th of November, which I wish everybody luck, but I'm kind of thankful that they decided to have the election just, before, not on that same weekend. There's Mike Masters on his mountain bike hammering away, and moorings. Used to spend a lot of time in there. Now I'm spending a lot of time next to it. And here, this traffic light is the one that gets to me the most. With the tailwind and slight downhill, the last thing I want to do is have to stop for a type of intersection that I could sneak through, but I have to obey the laws. We have to obey the laws as cyclists, so we need to. Now that was interesting. I just saw it turn yellow as I went under it, so as a group we would be going through. If it had turned yellow a split second sooner, we would be stopping. Here we are coming into the final area. Big sprint going down. Guys are playing cricket. They usually play till noon, so maybe I'll be able to get them over the 2 mile mark. 2 mile mark yesterday. Went through at 15:30, thought it was slow enough, and basically paid the price a little later because I haven't been running. Okay, this is the end of the loop, and this is where I would come in and take a pit stop. Hopefully I won't have to take too many, because anytime you stop, as we all know, the pace disappears. And that is it. once again, that was based on around a 25k an hour average. That's going to enable us to stop every 15 minutes, every 3 hours if I need to. But having said that, I'm under the average right now just because of all the talking I was doing. Okay. I don't know how to turn it off, sorry. Duh. I resemble that remark.